38-30 win here at home against Buchanan. On the other side for Gull Lake, a thrilling OT victory against Plainwell, 62-57, that final. So two teams coming in on winning streaks to wrap up the month of February. They did match up back in January. That was a 40-39 nail-biter for the Wildcats. So they're going for the regular season sweep. But first, we share some very special memories and very special conversations with our four seniors tonight. And that's Amy Harmon, Peyton Wright, Yasmin Peerby, and Addie Douglas. We'll get the X's and O's from Chad Conklin, and we'll have the starting lineups and the tip. That's all coming up next, right here on the Mattawan Wildcats Network.
One misstep on an icy sidewalk and ouch! If your credit card debt is on the same trajectory, stop your slide today. Transfer high-interest credit card balances to 0% APR for 12 months with Honor Credit Union. There's zero balance transfer fees, and you have the option to start earning 2% cash back on all new purchases. Stop the slide into debt today at honorcu.com.
Subject to credit approval. See honorcu.com or call 800-442-2800 for details. Limited time offer. Insured by NCUA.
Thank you, seniors, for representing Mattawan and the Mattawan women's basketball program always in the correct way. You'll be missed, and we love you.
We want to end with.
I think we're all really excited for our final home game and ready for districts after.
And I don't know if you know this, but when we win districts, we would play regionals here. So
I did see that in the bracket. So something to look forward to, something to aim for that's tangible to play another game yet here at home. Yep. All right, Peyton, Amy, Yasmin, Addie, go get them. Go Wildcats.
Go Wildcats.
Since 2003, Mattawan Family Eye Care and Dr. Syme have been serving families in the greater Mattawan area. Dr. Syme is able to diagnose and treat most eye-related medical conditions, including 24-hour emergency care. Mattawan Family Eye Care uses the most current lens technology, which include a 1 to 2 year warranty. And our wide selection of quality frames all come with a 2-year warranty. Stop in Mattawan Family Eye Care, located next to Main Street Pub, and say hi to Vinny, Ollie, and Nina, the office dogs. Mattawan Family Eye Care, where they correct, protect, and care for your vision.
Good luck to the Mattawan Wildcats from the staff and management at Main Street Pub, Mattawan's local stop for food and fun. For 20 years, Main Street Pub has been the official pregame and postgame stop of the Mattawan Wildcats, offering salads, soups and chili, apps, sandwiches, wraps, flatbreads, main courses, and their famous gourmet burgers. Order online for pickup or stop in. We're open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Hey, and don't forget, Main Street Pub gift cards make great gifts. Main Street Pub, exit 66, just north of I-94. Go Wildcats!
Pre-game coverage continues from Troy Wright Memorial Gymnasium as the Wildcats get set for their final regular season game at home with the Gull Lake Blue Devils. My pleasure to be joined now by head coach Chad Conklin. And Coach, had some fun in the previous segment with your seniors. This night is all about them, but we're also playing basketball, of course.
Yeah, it's one of the nights I always look forward to. Senior night, it's when they're seniors, they start out as 9 to 12 or 10 to 12 freshman kids, and you end up with 4 that stick it out for 4 years. And so it is a very special night, and a cap off to their careers here at Mattawan.
Each and every one of them this year has contributed in different ways and big ways, and they've all had their time in the spotlight. It's got to be fun to watch them evolve over time, particularly ones maybe aside from Yasmin. I don't want to take away from her, of course, but she's more of that natural athlete that has been there, is going to be there, miss consistency. Addie Douglas has really made a lot of great strides this year. She's also a phenomenal athlete, but we don't talk a ton about Amy Harmon, but she's there when you need her.
Yeah, she's hit some big shots for us this year, and she's really worked hard on her shot in the off season. But most importantly, she understands her role. She plays defense. She does the best that she can defensively as a small girl, and then she knows her limitations. So she shoots the ball from outside when she has it, and she's pretty good at it. I think she hit two or three threes at the snow coming game, which she was very, very excited about. So hopefully she can get a couple of shots to fall down tonight. Also Peyton Wright, she had a big game earlier in the year against St. Joe that helped us keep it in, and I keep trying to bring her confidence up because she is a really good shooter. So I always hope when the game starts that she hits her first basket, because just her first shot is going to be a good night for her.
Yeah, of course. I went through the list, and not to be forgotten, Peyton Wright, because she defensively, even if she's off from a shooting perspective, her confidence really shines through defensively.
Yeah, she did a really nice job on Tuesday night on one of their players. For Buchanan hit 2 threes, kind of back-to-back possessions, and I told her, I said, I want you to deny her now. I don't let her have it back. Don't help off of her. And the girl never had another 3. So that was really, really good. And she knows the game of basketball. She's a big NBA fan. Yeah, she loves the game of basketball. So we're going to miss her.
Carolyn Binder talking with head coach Chad Conklin as the Wildcats get set for their final regular season game with the Gull Lake Blue Devils tonight coming into Troy Wright Memorial Gymnasium. We've played them once. It was a 1-point nail-biter over the Blue Devils at their gym. What has happened in the preparation since then to get ready for tonight?
Well, we know that one thing that they do very well is run the floor, so we got to make sure and get back on defense. But they really hurt us last game rebounding the basketball. So we've worked this week on in the one practice that we had, making sure we had an understanding of block out, because we have to block this team out because. And I'm hoping they stay true to their form that they've had all year. They don't shoot it very well, but they go get it off the backboard. So we got to make sure and rebound. So if we give them, one shot in each possession, I think we can be successful tonight.
I'm going to let you in on a secret. Yasmin said that you watched a lot of game film on the Blue Devils. So is there anything poking out about them in the difference between January and now?
Well, the last time that we played them, they played all straight man. And the last 2 games that they've played, they played a little 1-2-2 zone. They did against Plainwell on Tuesday night, and then the game before that against Battle Creek Lakeview. They played Battle Creek Lakeview tough. They ended up losing by 4, but they tied it with about 40 seconds left. So they're playing well right now, and hopefully we can continue to play well defensively, rebound the basketball, and hopefully shoot the ball a little bit better tonight.
We're coming off of a 2-game winning streak. What has that done in practice in terms of confidence coming in?
Oh, the confidence level in practice has been a lot more excitement, a lot more energy in practice. When you win 2 games in a row, for some reason the energy comes up, but it's in practice, and that's what's important. When they have energy in practice, that usually transforms into a successful game. So hopefully we can continue our win streak tonight.
Head coach Chad Conklin, go get them, go Wildcats.
Go Wildcats, thank you.
Carolyn Binder back at Troy Wright Memorial Gymnasium as pregame preparations are underway between the Wildcats and the Blue Devils, the second meeting of these 2 teams this year. The first one back on January 20th. Over at Gull Lake. It was a 40-39 final. We heard a little insight into the final shots from Addie Douglas in our pregame conversation with the 4 seniors, and my thanks to those 4 for joining me for a pregame chat, and to Addie for admitting, hey, my college coach was there. I missed the last shot. Chance to really ice it, but the Wildcats got out of Gull Lake back on January 20th with a 1-point victory, 40-39. That final. Mattawan comes in winning their last 2. They're averaging 37 points per game, giving up just a squeak over that 37.8 points per game, and they held Buchanan to 30 points and held Stevensville to 29 points, both victories for the Wildcats. On the other side, for Gull Lake, they're averaging 38.2 points in their last 5 games, giving up 46.4. So defensively, defense is a focus for Chad Conklin's team in preparing for Gull Lake. On the other side, Gull Lake gives up more points in the last 5 games than they've scored, and they have 3 wins out of the last 5 games. Their losses are to tough opponents, Battle Creek Lakeview, a 49-45 final, and St. Joseph, just a 2-point difference there, 49-47 back on February 8th. So we are winding down the road to March, and this is going to be a good one between the Wildcats and the Blue Devils. More pregame coverage coming up after this on the Mattawan Wildcats Network.
This is Brandon Haney with the PGA of America. Returning to the Jack Nicklaus Signature Course May 25th to the 29th, Harbor Shores will again host the greats of the game. Come to Benton Harbor to see Ernie Els, Retief Goosen, Steve Stricker, and many more compete in the KitchenAid Senior PGA Championship. Flex Ground tickets, Makers Trail 19th Hole upgraded tickets, and ultimate golf packages that combine championship tickets with rounds of golf here at Harbor Shores are available, but only a limited number remain. For tickets and information, go to srpga.com. It's time for the 2022 KitchenAid Senior PGA Championship.
High school sports are as American as apple pie. And going to a game or meet is a chance to see the stars of tomorrow shine today. But as anybody who's ever attended a high school sporting event in Michigan knows, you can't have the stars without the stripes. High schools are currently looking for new officials in almost every sport. Who looks good in stripes? Anybody looking for a way to stay connected to a sport they love. If you like the idea of giving back to your community while earning a few extra bucks, chances are you'd look good in stripes too. We want to hear from you. We need to hear from you. No officials means no games. No stripes means no stars. And what kind of America would that be? Michigan needs more high school officials. Go to highschoolofficials.com to sign up or learn more. That's highschoolofficials.com.
Hundreds of vehicles. Tapper has them. 3 Paw locations. Tapper has them. Looking for Buick, Chevy, or GMC? Tapper has them. Looking for Ford F-150, Ford Escape Explorer, or the reimagined Bronco? Tapper has them. 3 Paw locations with new and pre-owned vehicles, expert service, and on-the-spot financing. Tapper has them. Tapper Buick, Chevy, and GMC. Tapper Ford. And Tapper Budget Cars off Red Arrow Highway. Get to the Paw exit 60 off I-94. Tapper Automotive, proud sponsor of the Mattawan Wildcats.
This is Chris Mason of Watermark Brewing Company. This past summer, our brewery celebrated its 5th year in operation. As a small business, we are extremely grateful to be part of such an amazing community with the best customers. Even though summer is over, we still have plenty of events to look forward to happening at the brewery. If you're interested in hosting a private party of your own, we are now booking corporate and private parties for this upcoming holiday season, as well as booking weddings into 2022 and 2023 in our new private event space called Watermark Solarium. Schedule your event by visiting our website at watermarksolarium.com, and you can take a virtual tour or schedule one in person. From all of us at the brewery, cheers.
Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect, to understand, to practice common decency, to have competition without contentiousness. Sportsmanlike qualities are essential components of life itself. Let's all work together to not only be good sports, but good people. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics. You put a lot of thought into your kitchen and bath, so at Hannibal Kitchen, Bath, Window, and Door, they put a lot of care into making it just right. They've been doing it that way for over 50 years. It's names like Craftmade, the #1 name in cabinetry that provides unmatched quality every step of the way. At Hannibal, they think quality should come standard. It's why they include a host of sought-after features at no extra cost. From traditional to contemporary, from new construction to renovation, trust Craftmade and the experts at Hannibal Kitchen, Bath, Window, and Door, 9th Street off M43, Kalamazoo.
Back with you from Troy Wright Memorial Gymnasium, where the Wildcats getting set for their regular season finale with the Gull Lake Blue Devils seniors being celebrated ahead of the warm-ups, and warm-ups taking place just a few minutes away. Starting lineups and the tip-off. Carolyn Binder back with you as these two teams getting set for their second meeting, and they come on opposite sides of the conference. Mattawan comes from the SMAC West, where they are 4-4 in the conference, 9-8 in overall record. That puts them smack in the middle of the SMAC West. St. Joseph and Portage Central ahead of them. St. Joseph undefeated in conference play, 13-4 overall. Portage Central is 13-6, and Portage Central has wins over both of these teams this season. Out here on the court tonight, on the other side of the matchup for Gull Lake, in the tough SMAC East, and that's owned by Lakeview. 17-1 overall are the Spartans, 7-0 in conference play. Kalamazoo Central ahead of them in the SMAC East, and then Gull Lake right in the middle of the SMAC East as well. Battle Creek Central and Loy Norix underneath, as after tonight's game, then these teams gearing up for districts. And we'll take a quick peek at Mattawan's opponent in the district, and that is Portage Northern. The Huskies came to Mattawan for snow coming, and Mattawan put on an absolute light show from long distance. If you were tuned in with us on that night, Amy Harmon had a bunch of threes. Delaney Ellsmore could basically hit from anywhere, and that was a 30-point win back on snow coming night here at Troy Wright Memorial Gymnasium. Coach since then has said he wishes his team left some offense after that game. They haven't had a 60-plus game since that night, but coming in the last 5 on a 2-game winning streak with 38-29 and a 38-30 victory, and hoping to cap off senior night with a win over Gull Lake. We'll take one more timeout, get you the starting lineups and the tip coming up after this on the Mattawan Wildcats Network.
One misstep on an icy sidewalk and ouch! If your credit card debt is on the same trajectory, stop your slide today. Transfer high-interest credit card balances to 0% APR for 12 months with Honor Credit Union. There's zero balance transfer fees, and you have the option to start earning 2% cash back on all new purchases. Stop the slide into debt today at honorcu.com.
Subject to credit approval. See honorcu.com or call 800-442-2800 for details. Limited time offer. Insured by NCUA.
Since 2003, Mattawan Family Eye Care and Dr. Syme have been serving families in the greater Mattawan area. Dr. Syme is able to diagnose and treat most eye-related medical conditions, including 24-hour emergency care. Mattawan Family Eye Care uses the most current lens technology, which include a 1 to 2 year warranty. And our wide selection of quality frames all come with a 2-year warranty. Stop in Mattawan Family Eye Care, located next to Main Street Pub, and say hi to Vinny, Ollie, and Nina, the office dogs. Mattawan Family Eye Care, where they correct, protect, and care for your vision.
This is Brandon Haney with the PGA America. The Legends of the Game are returning to Harbor Shores, a Jack Nicklaus signature course May 25 through 29 for the 2022 KitchenAid Senior PGA Championship. And back by popular demand is the Maker's Trail 19th hole upgraded ticket option that showcases craft beer, wine, cider, and spirits in a covered pavilion overlooking the 17th green. For tickets and information, go to srpga.com. Tickets start as low as $30. It's the 2022 KitchenAid Senior PGA Championship.
From finding your perfect home to lowering monthly payments or getting cash out, Ron Rogers at Ruoff Mortgage is here to help. As a senior loan officer, Ron has been providing customers with straight talk and sound advice for 27 years at Ruoff Mortgage. He's conveniently located in Niles, but can meet you at any Ruoff Mortgage location around our area. Visit his website, ruoff.com/Ron Rogers, or give him a call today at 269-449-0754.
Good luck to the Mattawan Wildcats from the staff and management at Main Street Pub, Mattawan's local stop for food and fun. For 20 years, Main Street Pub has been the official pregame and postgame stop of the Mattawan Wildcats, offering salads, soups and chili, apps, sandwiches, wraps, flatbreads, main courses, and their famous gourmet burgers. Order online for pickup or stop in. We're open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Hey, and don't forget, Main Street Pub gift cards make great gifts. Main Street Pub, exit 66, just north of I-94. Go Wildcats!
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
You put a lot of thought into your kitchen and bath, so at Hannibal Kitchen Bath Window and Door, they put a lot of care into making it just right. They've been doing it that way for over 50 years. It's names like Craftmade, the #1 name in cabinetry that provides unmatched quality every step of the way. At Hannibal, they think quality should come standard. It's why they include a host of sought-after features at no extra cost. From traditional to contemporary, from new construction to renovation, trust Craftmade and the experts at Hannibal Kitchen Bath Window and Door, 9th Street off M43, Kalamazoo.
Carolyn Binder back with you from Troy Wright Memorial Gymnasium. Tip-off just moments away. First, let's get you the starters. First for the Gull Lake Blue Devils, a junior, Abby Sexton, a senior, Mackenzie Ford, a senior, Alyssa Thompson, at senior forward, Lauren Jerk, and senior forward, freshman forward, Lila Smith. And for Chad Conklin's Mattawan Wildcats, the usual suspects out there in the starting lineups, Amy Harmon, Delaney Elsmore, Peyton Wright, Addie Douglas, and Yasmin Peerby. Wildcats in the home whites, blue and gold trim. And the Gull Lake Blue Devils in their road navy with the gray trim. Addie Douglas wins the tip. They move it right to left across the Mattawan Wildcats network. We are underway. A quick outlet pass on the one-tip ball. Yasmin missed the layup from the right block, out of bounds off of Gull Lake. And 9 seconds in, Mattawan a second possession from the front court. Peyton Wright, top of the key. She's calling the play. She calls Yasmin Peerby's number down the left side of the lane, in on the layup, hoop in the harm. Yasmin with the first two for the Wildcats, and she's going to go to the free throw line for the three-point play. Went right at Lila Smith, the freshman underneath. And Yasmin a little more athletic on her move that she made to draw the contact and make that foul. Make the shot as she was fouled. Hit the free throw. And it's 3-0 Mattawan, 7:27 to go, opening quarter. Little zone defense, keeping Gull Lake out of the lane for the time being, and Amy Harmon cuts off a passing lane to the far sideline, poked it out of bounds. Gull Lake inbounds into their front court. This is Jerk. Lauren from the left corner kicks it back up top, swing it around. Mackenzie Ford on the right side, trying to put it up against a double team, and Addie Douglas says, "Not in my house." Knocked that away and picked up by Delaney Elsmore for the Wildcats. Mattawan resets. Under 7 to go, opening quarter. Peyton Wright, top of the key, gets it down low to Addie Douglas, and she hits the floater for two. Douglas and Peerby with short-range shots for the Wildcats, and it's 5-0 on the three-point play for Yasmin Peerby. Cross-court pass nearly picked off. Dangerous look from Abby Sexton, top of the key. And it's batted around, they say, off of Gull Lake. So Mattawan gets the basketball. 6.5 to go, opening quarter. Peyton Wright and Yasmin dribble against some backcourt pressure, break it with passes. Yasmin down the lane on her own, tried the floater, left it short. Lila Smith collects the defensive board for Gull Lake. It's one key statistic on Chad Conklin's scouting report is the rebounding prowess of the Blue Devils that led to an open jumper for Lauren Jerk. She hits it nothing but net. And the Gull Lake Blue Devils on the board. 5:58 to go, opening quarter. Mattawan 5, Gull Lake 2. Peyton Wright lost it in the back court out of the inbounds, but it's off of Gull Lake. And our first substitution tonight Addie Douglas checks out. Julia Mosier checks in. And she apparently put on a show for the seniors, a show of celebration ahead of tonight's game and tonight's crowd celebration with the 4 seniors. One of those seniors, Yasmin Peerby, already on the board. Drove the lane on the left side against the double team. Didn't have a clean look at the basket and lost it out of bounds. As Gull Lake brings it into the front court, Zaya Martin noticed something from the bench on the court. And I'm not sure what was picked up, but Addie Douglas is off of the bench and now back with the trainer, so we'll hopefully see her back in action. Meanwhile, on the court, 5.5 to go, opening quarter, 5-2, the 3-point lead for Mattawan. Gull Lake into the front court. Zone defense for Mattawan, 2-3. Kicking it between the circles, ends up with Lila Smith. She turned around on the right block, missed the layup. Peyton Wright down with the board for the Wildcats. 5 minutes to go, opening quarter, a 3-point lead for Mattawan. She was coming around a screen from Delaney Elsmore, and then Elsmore ended up with the basketball on the switch. Thought we might see the 1-2-2 defense for Gull Lake. So far opening with man-to-man defense. Julia Mosier swings it around. This is Harmon. She holds it against Abby Sexton for the Blue Devils. Swinging around up top to Peerby. Peerby drives to the free throw line. Kick it back out to Delaney right side. Delaney dribbling against a double team. Swing it around to the left side. This is Harmon. And she finds Peyton Wright down on the baseline. Feed on the block to Yasmin. And Peerby has her 5th point tonight. On the layup, 7-2, back the other way. A quick answer there by Lauren Jerk. She took a drive down the right side of the lane and checked that it was Ford. Jerk had it into the front court, pitched to Ford, and McKenzie heads to the free throw line on our first foul of the night on the Wildcats. Goes against Peyton Wright. So 1 foul apiece. Substitutions on both sides. Julia Mosier checks out and Addie Douglas back in, so good to see her back in action. And 2 free throws made by Mackenzie Ford make it a 7-4 lead for Mattawan as they try and work through the backcourt press. Wildcats lose it out of bounds. So over to Gull Lake, 4:05 to go. Blue Devils kick it top of the key, back around right corner. This is Ford. Ford thought about a shot and kicks it up top to Minert, who just checked in. Aaliyah Minert finds Ford again. Right wing, missed the shot. Rebound, Gull Lake. Turnaround by Lila Smith is short. And Delaney Elsmore ends up with it. 3:41 to go, opening quarter, 7-4 the lead for the Wildcats. Around the screen, Addie Douglas trying to sneak down the left side of the lane. Elsmore couldn't get the pass through the double team, and back with it is Gull Lake. Into the front court, they work it. A 3-point shot heaved by Aaliyah Minert. She did not have a good look at that shot. And briefly, Julia Mosier down on the baseline. Looked like she might have rolled her ankle. She's up under her own power, but certainly hope that she is okay. As Yasmin Peerby got a quick break. She's got 5 tonight, and it's a 3-point lead for the Wildcats. Full court press working beautifully by Gull Lake on the last 2 possessions down the floor for Mattawan. Leads to an easy transition opportunity, squashed out there by Addie Douglas, but a foul coming up on Addie, and actually check that, they call it on Peerby. Yasmin with her first. I thought for sure Addie down there on the block would have had the contact, but they call it on Yasmin ahead of the contact by Addie Douglas. So Mackenzie Ford back to the free throw line. She hit 2 free throws already. 7-4 lead. She missed the first off the heel. Mackenzie heaves the second free throw. She's 3 for 4 tonight. Splits the pair that time, and a little closer come the Blue Devils, 7-5. But a Blue Devil foul upcoming on Alina Minert, her first, team second. Just a little too aggressive on that backcourt pressure. They're trying the backcourt trap, and Hinckley's not even messing around. She's going to dribble it across the timeline left side, give to the trailing Pierby. And Mattawan has it in the front court, flying through the lane. Peyton Wright missed the runner there to clean it up and put it back is Addie Douglas. Douglas has 4, Yasmin Pierby has 5. And the Wildcats lead it by 4, 9-5, 2:35 to go, opening quarter. Trap in the right elbow creates a turnover. Alex French had nowhere to go with it in the front court. And a bit of suffocating energy coming out of the Mattawan defense early in this one. 2:31 to go. Opening quarter, and Mattawan gets the basketball back, creating the turnover off the trap in the lane. Nearly an over the back, but Alyssa Hinckley with great court awareness, and then all alone, Yasmin Pierby drives in and banks it off the glass. She's got 7, the lead now 6, 11-5 for the Wildcats. 2 minutes to go, opening quarter. Aaliyah Minert brings it across, kicked it right corner, right back to her, top of the key. Dribble around. Bree Eklund, who just checked in, was holding it on the left wing. She tried a little spin move to get a little space for a pass and turned it over. Gull Lake's going to take a timeout. Under 2 minutes to go, first quarter, Mattawan 11. Gull Lake 5. We'll be back after this timeout on the Mattawan Wildcats Network.
Good luck to the Mattawan Wildcats from the staff and management at Main Street Pub, Mattawan's local stop for food and fun. For 20 years, Main Street Pub has been the official pregame and postgame stop of the Mattawan Wildcats, offering salads, soups and chili, apps, sandwiches, wraps, flatbreads, main courses, and their famous gourmet burgers. Order online for pickup or stop in. We're open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Hey, and don't forget, Main Street Pub gift cards make great gifts. Main Street Pub, exit 66, just north of I-94. Go Wildcats!
Carolyn Binder back with you from Troy Wright Memorial Gymnasium. Under 2 minutes to go, opening quarter, and the Wildcats own a 6-point lead over Gull Lake. Blue Devils have implemented the full court press. Delaney Elsmore had a quick breather on the bench. She's checked back in out of the Gull Lake timeout, and she's directing traffic across the timeline. Brings it down right side. Kick it top of the key to Yasmin. Over left side to Peyton Wright. Slowing things down here. Started a man-on-man, and briefly Gull Lake, I think on one possession, was in the zone defense. They're back to one-on-one defense as Mattawan keeping it over the perimeter and almost lost it to Gull Lake. Addie Douglas with great ball control down on the lane. Kicked it out to Alyssa Hinckley. She missed the jumper short. Back the other way, Lauren Jerk throws up a prayer, missed it off the heel, and on the rebound we'll get a Mattawan foul. No space really to work any type of offensive plan so far for Kelsey Adamski's team. Lauren Jerk, all she could do is spin around, throw it up, and hope something happened. And Bree Eklund there for the rebound was fouled by Addie Douglas, her first, team's third. And the sophomore Eklund missed the first. Up with the second, bounces around, missed them both. And good block out there by Addie Douglas to get the defensive board out to Delaney Elsmore and the Wildcats back on offense. Under a minute to go, a 6-point lead for Mattawan here at home over Gull Lake. Amy Harmon squares up a three, top of the key, missed it short. Gull Lake down with the rebound, outlet pass to Aaliyah Minert across the right side of the timeline. Sneaking through the lane, this is Eklund, top of the key, they'll swing it around. Eklund ends up with it back on the left side, and Gull Lake has 25 seconds to work with opening quarter. Dribble pass to Lauren Jerk, and then miscommunication going back to the left side with Abby Sexton. Lost it out of bounds in front of the Mattawan crowd here. And the Wildcats setting up a play. Chad Conklin giving the options to Delaney Elsmore with 19.5 seconds to go. She's in no rush to bring it across. Gull Lake has backed off the full court press. Elsmore backs down against Sexton, top of the key, feed inside to Addie Douglas. She left it short. Peerby got the rebound, throws up a prayer and hits it at the buzzer. Yasmin Peerby with the buzzer beater to end the quarter, and an 8-point lead for the Wildcats going into quarter number 2. What a way to end it after 1 quarter of play from Troy Wright Memorial Gymnasium. Our score, Mattawan 13, Gull Lake 5. We'll be back after this on the Mattawan Wildcats Network.
From finding your perfect home to lowering monthly payments or getting cash out, Ron Rogers at Ruoff Mortgage is here to help. As a senior loan officer, Ron has been providing customers with straight talk and sound advice for 27 years at Ruoff Mortgage. He's conveniently located in Niles, but can meet you at any Ruoff Mortgage location around our area. Visit his website, ruoff.com/Ron Rogers, or give him a call today at 269-449-0754.
You put a lot of thought into your kitchen and bath, so at Hannibal Kitchen Bath Window and Door, they put a lot of care into making it just right. They've been doing it that way for over 50 years. It's names like Craftsmade, the #1 name in cabinetry that provides unmatched quality every step of the way. At Hannibal, they think quality should come standard. It's why they include a host of sought-after features at no extra cost. From traditional to contemporary, from new construction to renovation, trust Craftsmade and the experts at Hannibal Kitchen Bath Window and Door, 9th Street off M43, Kalamazoo.
Underway in the second quarter from Troy Wright Memorial Gymnasium. The senior Yasmin Peerby on senior night with some magic at the end of the quarter. She hit the buzzer beater, and it's an 8-point lead for the Wildcats as they get the steal on the drive, the first drive for Gull Lake in this quarter. 13-5, an 8-point lead for the Wildcats as Zaya Martin seeing her first action tonight in the front court, top of the key. Peerby swings it around to Delaney Elsmore. Peyton Wright, Delaney Elsmore, Addie Douglas, Zaya Martin, and Yasmin Peerby, the lineup for Chad Conklin's team coming in this one. Yasmin Peerby gets the pass, top of the key, another runner off the glass for the senior. And she's on fire right now. A 10-point lead for the Wildcats, and more confusion on offense for Gull Lake. Poked around top of the key and ends up with Delaney Elsmore. She hands off to Peerby. Can she hit it from 3? Off the heel. So far, all 2-point field goals for Yasmin and a free throw in there. She's got 11 as Gull Lake heaves up a 3 off the hands of Lauren Jerk. Off the iron, and Peerby down with the rebound, fires a pass right corner to Zaya Martin. She finds Peyton Wright in the left corner. Wright with a good look at 3, left it short off the front iron. And Gull Lake resets. Abby Sexton with the rebound. A couple of second chance opportunities that were up and in for Addie Douglas in the first quarter, and rebounds and keeping Gull Lake off of the offensive boards, one of Chad Conklin's keys tonight, and so far so good when Gull Lake has gotten a shot. There a runner left short, lots of contact on the putback by Lauren Jerk, but it's a clean steal, bumped out of bounds off of Gull Lake. And so more things going right defensively here for Mattawan And check that, they do actually change the possession. It's off of Mattawan, and I thought so. I thought the ball was blocked out of bounds off of Pierby. So Gull Lake retains possession with 5:46 to go in the half. Mattawan leads it by 10, 15-5. Abby Sexton, top of the key, tries to heave a cross-court pass, nearly picked off by the much shorter Delaney Elsmore. She skied to try and poke that thing away. And as Gull Lake swings it down into the lane, we'll get a Wildcat foul. Lily Aviles, who just checked in, her first, team's fourth. The way the foul's set up, 4 for Mattawan, 2 for Gull Lake so far. And Blue Devils trigger from their baseline. Best look inside, left alone was Lila Smith, and she missed the layup off the right block. Yasmin Pierby on the rebound, calls her own number, drives against the double team that had recovered on defense, and draws a foul. And check that, they call it an offensive foul. Apologies, referee was hidden from my view, but they call the second foul on Yasmin Pierby. She gets another steal, though, as Gull Lake brings it into the front court. Doing a little bit of everything tonight is Yasmin Pierby on her last regular season game at home against Gull Lake. She's got 11 so far. And she's down there on the right block, calling for Delaney to pass it to her. Instead, they swing it around top of the key. 4:38 to go, second quarter. Aviles inside, gets it up to Amy Harmon, and she was left alone for the floater from the block. Her first 2 points make it a 17-5 game, and then Gull Lake again tries to pass into a crowded lane to no avail. And Mattawan doing everything right defensively. That's setting them up on offense. On the steal, call a foul on Alyssa Thompson. Her first, team's third. And timeout Gull Lake. 4:22 to go, opening half. All Wildcats in this one, 17-5, they lead it. We'll be back after this timeout on the Mattawan Wildcats Network.
This is Brandon Haney with the PGA of America. The Legends of the Game are returning to Harbor Shores, a Jack Nicklaus signature course May 25 through 29 for the 2022 KitchenAid Senior PGA Championship. And back by popular demand is the Maker's Trail 19th hole upgraded ticket option that showcases craft beer, wine, cider, and spirits in a covered pavilion overlooking the 17th green. For tickets and information, go to srpga.com. Tickets start as low as $30. It's the 2022 KitchenAid Senior PGA Championship.
Carolyn Binder back with you at Troy Wright Memorial Gymnasium. Timeout Gull Lake. Kelsey Adamski trying to draw up some options for her team. No points in this quarter. Mattawan has 6 in the second frame, and the Wildcats lead it 17-5. Wildcats paced tonight by senior Yasmin Pierby so far. She's got 11 of the 17. Addie Douglas with 4, and Amy Harmon added 2 on the last drive for the Wildcats. And off of a steal that was out of bounds off of Gull Lake, Delaney Elsmore brings it into the front court out of the timeout. 4:14 to go. And 5 seconds whistled, so too much time being taken by Elsmore across the timeline. And one of the first turnovers unforced for Mattawan tonight. Other than that, a very clean game so far for the Wildcats on senior night. 4 minutes to go, opening half. Gull Lake with the basketball and some work to do on offense. Mattawan leads 17-5, holding it right corner. This is Ford. She's been a bright spot. She drove through the baseline and kicked a pass back up top. Missed the shot by Smith, collected her own miss, hit the runner on the rebound. Lila Smith with her first field goal tonight, and it's a 10-point lead for Mattawan, 17-7. Lilia Vilas was trapped on the right side of the backcourt, immediately got it to Delaney Elsmore. She calls her own number down the right side of the lane, and will draw some contact there. Missed the shot, but foul on Maddie Snyder. Her first, team's fourth, and Delaney heads to the free throw line. She had 8 points in the victory over Buchanan. And first one rolls around the rim and drops. So her first point tonight is a free throw. Sizes up shot number 2. That one rims out. Addie Douglas down with the rebound. Little spin move, and the putback is good. She will not be denied down in that area when she gets an offensive board. Quick answer the other way. Mackenzie Ford missed the runner. Fight for the rebound down on the baseline in the front court for Gull Lake off of Mattawan. So Blue Devils have the basketball. 3:08 to go, opening half. A 13-point lead for Mattawan. Alyssa Thompson triggers from the Gull Lake baseline. Swing it around back to Thompson from the right corner. Heaves up a three. Too much on it, off the front court, or off the front iron. And a Gull Lake foul on the rebound. Lila Smith with her second. Team's fifth. And now teams even in fouls, 5 apiece. Still a couple away from the bonus either side with under 3 to go opening half. Still no zone defense for the majority of today. It's one-on-one, and Delaney goes one-on-one down the lane. Missed the shot, but who's there to clean it up? None other than Addie Douglas. She missed the putback. She was about a half step underneath the basket, but drew enough contact to draw a foul on Lila Smith. Her second, team sixth, and free throws upcoming for Addie Douglas. She has 6 already tonight. She had 11 against Buchanan in the win. Addie puts up the first, rims out. Peyton Wright checking in for Mattawan. Julia Mosier checking out. So Harmon, Elsmore, Wright, Douglas, Avilas out there. Second free throw missed, and a battle for it on the baseline, out of bounds off of Mattawan. Back over at Gull Lake with 2:38 to go, opening half. 2 points in this quarter so far for the Blue Devils. And that's all they could muster, trying to work it down on the baseline on the drive. Alyssa Thompson throws up the floater over the rim, picked up by Elsmore, who drives on all by herself. Elevated a little late and put it up off the side of the backboard. Gull Lake back with it. Went left side. Paige Brenner, who just checked in, pitches it around the key. Alyssa Thompson trying to go in the right corner, set something up on the baseline, and Peyton Wright closed that passing lane out of bounds off of Wright. And back over to Gull Lake. 2:03 to go, opening half from Troy Wright Memorial Gymnasium. An offensive show put on by Yasmin Pierby in this first half included a first quarter buzzer beater. And the Wildcats clicking on all cylinders. They have a 13-point lead. Turnaround by Jerk on Douglas. And that scoop was left short. Down with it is Wright. She elevates from the free throw line, and Peyton Wright slams it home for her first 2. 15 points now the lead for the Wildcats. They back up into a 2-3 zone. Harmon handling the dribbles of Bree Eklund and forcing it back around the perimeter. Ends up back with Eklund. She's trapped there, and a kick ball as Harmon and Peyton Wright handling the trap on that right wing on Bree Eklund, and she seems really bothered by having two defenders on her. She's not picking up passes cleanly and doesn't seem to know what direction she's going to go with the basketball with that trap. So that's working well on defense for Mattawan so far. And with 1:17 to go in the quarter, Gull Lake with the inbounds nearly lost it. Zaya Martin almost had the pick, and then she had nothing but space in front of her. It's picked up at the timeline by Minert. Will get a whistle, and it's a travel on Gull Lake. So another unforced turnover for the Blue Devils, spelling trouble for their offense. 1:05 to go opening half. Mattawan with the basketball back and a 15-point lead, 22-7. Alyssa Hinckley into the game. She's going to run the offense across the timeline right side. Dribbles against Minert and swings it to Zaya Martin, right corner. Inside, Douglas takes a dribble, goes right at Bree Eklund, left it high off the glass. Rebound down to Minert, and Aaliyah will work it ahead. Back to Eklund. She can't make the runner, but full contest by Addie Douglas there. Peyton Wright dribbling through traffic, and it's last touch by Wright as she lost control of the dribble right at the baseline. Back to Gull Lake, 24.4 seconds to go, a 15-point lead for the Wildcats. Aaliyah Martin bringing it down slowly. 2-3 defense set up for the Wildcats, and that's really wreaking havoc thus far tonight on the Gull Lake offensive plan. Under 10 seconds to go. This is Minert. She dribbles and kicks it top of the key to Eklund. A steal. Elsmore, as time expires, does not get the shot off. And that is the end of the first half. All Mattawan after one half of play from Troy Wright Memorial Gymnasium. Our score, Mattawan 22, Gull Lake 7. Our halftime coverage is next, after this on the Mattawan Wildcats Network.
One misstep on an icy sidewalk and ouch! If your credit card debt is on the same trajectory, stop your slide today. Transfer high-interest credit card balances to 0% APR for 12 months with Honor Credit Union. There's zero balance transfer fees, and you have the option to start earning 2% cash back on all new purchases. Stop the slide into debt today at honorcu.com.
Subject to credit approval. See honorcu.com or call 800-442-2800 for details. Limited time offer. Insured by NCUA.
Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be in the running for a total of 32 $1,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
After a one-year hiatus, Battle of the Fans returns with a very loud champion, and ADs past and present receive national honors. It's all next on This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, Michigan's go-to resource for student financial aid. I'm John Ross, and welcome to This Week in High School Sports. That was the Traverse City West Bleacher Creatures, and that is your 2022 Battle of the Fans champion. TC West was one of 3 finalists in this, the 10th edition of Battle of the Fans. The other 2 finalists were Buchanan and Midland Dow. This is West's second Battle Championship. They were also selected as the best student section in 2016, and it's their 4th time being named a finalist. When we visited them on February 8th for their home game against Ludington, about 400 students packed the stands, making it one of the loudest gyms we visited during the 10 years of the battle. All 3 finalists will be honored during the boys basketball finals at the Breslin Center on March 26th. To see videos from the finalists and past year's champions, please check out mhsaa.com/Battle of the Fans. Game balls this week go to Quinn Aho. The senior from Houghton smashed the UP dive finals record, posting a final score of 269.9. That's 18 points higher than the previous record. As a team, Houghton finished second to Marquette. Delaney Markiel. She captured first in the 200-yard freestyle and 100-yard butterfly and was on the winning 200-yard medley relay team as Marquette won the UP swim and dive finals on the girls' side. And to Eliana Bomarito. The Heartland senior advanced to the first MHSAA girls wrestling state finals by winning her 2 regional matches in a combined 1 minute 56 seconds. She's ranked first nationally in the 225-pound weight class.
Need money for college? You need My Student Aid. My Student Aid is the go-to resource that helps Michigan families find money to pay for college. Plus, they'll guide you through the financial aid process and answer any questions you have. For grants, scholarships, and more, connect with My Student Aid, helping make college affordable for everyone. Learn more at michigan.gov/MIStudentAid.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with MHSAA Assistant Director Brent Rice.
Today we're on the mat, ready for the next wrestling match. We've got a wrestler ready to get into an offensive starting position. Which one of these things should he or she do? Place their head on or above the midline of the opponent's back. Place their arm loosely around the opponent's body with the palm of their hand placed loosely above the defensive wrestler's navel. Not have their legs or feet in contact with the defensive wrestler. If you said yes to all of these things, you're correct. The wrestler in the offensive position should do all 3 of these things. Do that, and you're ready to wrestle.
Thanks, Brent. You can be a referee. Just go to the MHSAA website now to register. The 52nd National Athletic Directors Conference was held in Denver in December, and there was a big presence from Michigan. Ann Arbor Green Hills' Meg Singh was one of 8 high school ADs selected to receive a 2021 citation from the National Federation of State High School Associations. The citation is one of the highest honors the Federation awards each year. Singh is in her 37th year of service to schools and athletes. Vicksburg AD Mike Roy was presented with a Distinguished Service Award from the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. He's been the AD at Vicksburg for the last 20 years and also received the MHSAA's Alan Bush Award 2 years ago. And retired AD Mike Garvey was inducted into the NIAAA's Hall of Fame. He is one of 10 making up the 13th class. Garvey spent 24 years in athletic administration and coached Lawton to the 1990 Class D title in wrestling. For more on all of these award-winning administrators, please check out secondhalf.mhsaa.com. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we'll see you next week.
Hundreds of vehicles. Tapper has them. 3 Paw locations. Tapper has them. Looking for Buick, Chevy, or GMC? Tapper has them. Looking for Ford F-150, Ford Escape Explorer, or the reimagined Bronco? Tapper has them. 3 Paw locations with new and pre-owned vehicles, expert service, and on-the-spot financing. Tapper has them. Tapper Buick, Chevy, and GMC. Tapper Ford, and Tapper Budget Cars off Red Arrow Highway. Get to the Paw Paw exit 60 off I-94. Tapper Automotive, proud sponsor of the Mattawan Wildcats.
Since 2003, Mattawan Family Eye Care and Dr. Syme have been serving families in the greater Mattawan area. Dr. Syme is able to diagnose and treat most eye-related medical conditions, including 24-hour emergency care. Mattawan Family Eye Care uses the most current lens technology, which include a 1 to 2 year warranty. And our wide selection of quality frames all come with a 2-year warranty. Stop in Mattawan Family Eye Care, located next to Main Street Pub, and say hi to Vinny, Ollie, and Nina, the office dogs. Mattawan Family Eye Care, where they correct, protect, and care for your vision.
It's halftime from Troy Wright Memorial Gymnasium, and at the half, it's all Wildcats so far over Gull Lake, 22-7, our halftime score in favor of Mattawan. We'll recap the first half scoring for you. For Mattawan, they're paced by Yasmin Peerby. She had 11, including a buzzer-beating runner at the end of the first quarter. At that point, made it 13-5 at the end of one. And then only 2 points scored in the second quarter for Gull Lake. They're paced by 3 points, 3 points for Mackenzie Ford, all from the free throw line. 2 for Lauren Jerk and 2 for Lila Smith. Recap the rest of the scoring for the Wildcats. 6 points for Addie Douglas. She's got a handful of offensive boards and really is establishing herself down on that lower right block. On misses, she's scooped up a handful of those between the first and second quarters. She has 6 points, 2 points for Peyton Wright, 2 points for Amy Harmon, and a free throw for Delaney Elsmore. She's in there as an agitator on defense, poking balls away, closing passing lanes, and creating turnovers. Those are all parts of keys to tonight's victory for Chad Conklin. Rebounding was up there as well, more on the offensive side. And Addie Douglas is answering the bell in a big way in that first half. We are underway in half number 2. Wildcats move it left to right across the Wildcats network, Mattawan Wildcats network. Delaney Elsmore calling the offense, and it's 22-7 as the Wildcats go back to work. Elsmore pitch and catch between the circles with Harmon. She launches it left wing, leaves it off the heel, and a quick 3 the other way is hit by Abby Sexton. She had a few turnovers in that first half, and her first 3-point basket gets Gull Lake into double digits, 22-10, a 12-point lead for the Wildcats. Swing it around left corner, Addie Douglas on the left block. Drew some contact as she made the shot. And the Gull Lake bench wanted a foul. Officiating crew talking about something because they called the foul. They put 2 points on the board. Now they're taking the 2 points off. So that's where the confusion came in. Addie Douglas came in off of a feed on the baseline, laid a spin move on. They called no shot, but got a foul underneath on Lila Smith. So her third, first on Gull Lake. And on the inbounds play, Delaney Elsmore missed the runner out the other way. Shot blocked by Peerby. She was hounded before she could get it across the timeline. Sneaks a pass to Delaney Elsmore on the right side, and Mattawan resets with 6:48 to go, third quarter. Amy Harmon had a good look from the right side this time, launched a 3 and missed it off the heel. 6:45 to go, out of bounds off of Mattawan. Gull Lake has it. Abby Sexton with the first 3-point basket for Gull Lake tonight. And they're in double digits now, 22-10. Sexton was trying to swing a pass down on the left corner, poked out by Elsmore. That's why I described her as an agitator, as she has been all season. If she's not scoring points, she's getting turnovers. They'll swing it around the perimeter, get a look for Lauren Jerk, and she hits it from long range. So 2 3-point baskets to start the quarter for Gull Lake. 6 points on the last 2 possessions for the Blue Devils, and it's a 9-point lead now for the Wildcats, 22-13. Harmon tried to kick it back right side to Elsmore, nearly lost it, and then Peyton Wright threw a pump fake and took a step, so called for the travel. And after coming out with all guns ablazing, 22 points in the opening half, last 2 possessions for the Wildcats, they are struggling thus far in the third quarter. Sexton to the top of the key into the front court, 5:46 to go. Get it right corner on the drive. Mackenzie Ford stripped away. Peyton Wright leaves it for the trailing Elsmore. She launches it from long range, leaves it short, normally very accurate from there. In transition, Thompson tried to get the run out. Ball poked around, ends up with Sexton, top of the key, missed the shot. Clean up by Ford is good. 8 points in the quarter for the Blue Devils. They've cut the lead to 7. Timeout Mattawan. 5:20 to go, third quarter. Mattawan 22, Gull Lake 13. We'll be back after this on the Mattawan Wildcats Network.
Good luck to the Mattawan Wildcats from the staff and management at Main Street Pub, Mattawan's local stop for food and fun. For 20 years, Main Street Pub has been the official pregame and postgame stop of the Mattawan Wildcats, offering salads, soups and chili, apps, sandwiches, wraps, flatbreads, main courses, and their famous gourmet burgers. Order online for pickup or stop in. We're open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Hey, and don't forget, Main Street Pub gift cards make great gifts. Main Street Pub, exit 66, just north of I-94. Go Wildcats!
5:20 to go, third quarter. What was a 22-7 lead for Mattawan has been cut to 7 points, 22-15. Chad Conklin took a timeout to reset his offense. 3 turnovers for the Wildcats to start this third quarter. Meanwhile, 8 points scored by Gull Lake. They feed it around left corner inside to who else? Addie Douglas. She will not be denied. Hit the runner, and it's 24-15. Stop the offensive bleeding for Mattawan, who had not scored yet in this quarter. 4:45 to go. Back the other way. Gull Lake swings it around left corner. This is Jerk. She hit it off the side of the backboard, and ball fell in the lane. Bodies hit the deck, and we'll get a whistle on the Wildcats. Call it on Douglas, her second. Team's first of the quarter. So 1 foul apiece, and Gull Lake triggers from their baseline. 4:35 to go, third quarter. Fire it up top to Sexton. Swing left side, this is Ford. She dribbles top of the key, tries to get it down on the elbow. Back and forth to Sexton, fires from the top of the key, long range. That rimmed out. And Douglas denies an offensive rebound for Gull Lake. Across the timeline, Elsmore to Harmon, over to Peerby. She fires from the right corner, that's short. Rebound down to Mackenzie Ford, calling her own number down the left side of the lane. Missed the shot. No shot on the putback. No foul on the putback by Lila Smith. A travel instead. So a turnover for Gull Lake on the travel. And the Blue Devils, after really being kept out of the lane and kept out of any type of offensive rebound opportunities, they're finding their way to those second chance opportunities, and that's what led to 8 straight points in this third quarter before Addie Douglas was able to get inside. As Wildcats work it into the front court, again tried to feed Douglas down on the baseline. It's off of her hands and out of bounds. So another turnover in the third quarter for Chad Conklin's squad. He's giving them the motivation from the sideline, and 3:35 to go, third quarter, 24-15. The lead for the Wildcats. A near travel again by Ford. She gets the pass off before she took the step. Kick back to Alyssa Thompson. Thompson on the left block. Couldn't get it to go. The rebound put back, also missed by Jerk. And Elsmore down with it for the Wildcats. Delaney brings it across left side, and Wildcats slow it back down. Alyssa Hinckley swings it to Peerby. Fed Douglas again down on that block, and good stand-up defense by Lauren Jerk down there on the block, and I think the other way we're going to get a travel on Alyssa Thompson. She was trying to clear some space in the lane and took 2 extra steps in order to do so. So back over to Mattawan, 2:50 to go, Peyton Wright had a quick break. She's back in. Kick it to Douglas on the free throw line, out to Yasmin Peerby in the right corner. Found the front of the rim and bounced off. Poked out of there by Aaliyah Minert. Feed down low on the kick out to Eklund. She can't get the layup to go. And Peyton Wright down with the rebound. She goes to Hinckley in the right corner, and Hinckley was trying to feed it down on the baseline. It's picked off there. Peerby recovers a hair tie and recovers on defense. Delaney Elsmore gets the steal on the front court for Gull Lake. The run out to Hinckley, lays it up and in, and will get a foul. Alyssa with her first 2 points tonight on the transition. And Chad Conklin talking to the referees and his team about something on that transition bucket, but he got a foul on Aaliyah Minert. Her second, team second. And the three-point play not completed by Hinckley as she rims out the free throw in transition the other way. Wright stands tall against Bree Eklund, no call. Gets the pick off, and Wright will bring it down into the front court right side for Mattawan. So a defensive stand for the senior Peyton Wright. Douglas feeds Hinckley again. She had a look from the right corner, missed it off the heel. Rebound down to Eklund, and this time Delaney Elsmore standing tall on the right side. Draws a travel for Bree Eklund. Gull Lake going to take a timeout. Another turnover for the Blue Devils. They cut it to 7. It's 11 as we take a timeout. 1:35 to go, third quarter. Wildcats lead it. We'll be back on the Mattawan Wildcats Network.
You put a lot of thought into your kitchen and bath, so at Hannibal Kitchen, Bath, Window, and Door, they put a lot of care into making it just right. They've been doing it that way for over 50 years. It's names like Craftsmade, the #1 name in cabinetry that provides unmatched quality every step of the way. At Hannibal, they think quality should come standard. It's why they include a host of sought-after features at no extra cost. From traditional to contemporary, from new construction to renovation, trust Craftsmade and the experts at Hannibal Kitchen, Bath, Window, and Door, 9th Street off M43, Kalamazoo.
Wildcats lead it by 11, 1:35 to go, third quarter from Troy Wright Memorial Gymnasium. Carolyn Binder back with you as the Wildcats close out their regular season at home, celebrating the seniors tonight. And Gull Lake made it interesting early in this third quarter. Mattawan's offense has settled back in, and they go back to work, leading by 11. Peyton Wright swings it around, finds Addie Douglas at the free throw line. Kick it back out around the perimeter, right corner dribbling. This is Wright. Peyton to the elbow, kicks it over to Delaney Elsmore, approaching a minute to go, third quarter. Delaney dribbled top of the key, then kicked it left side to Wright. Great ball movement by the Wildcats to set up another open look for Alyssa Hinckley. She bounces that one off the heel, and it's out of bounds off of Mattawan, back to Gull Lake. 57.8 seconds to go. Substitutions for both sides. Wildcats will sit Alyssa Hinckley. Zaya Martin checks back in. Between Alyssa and Zaya, they have a nose for the perimeter shot. It's not falling tonight so far for the sophomore guard, Alyssa Hinckley. Zaya Martin checks in, and she's on defense against Aaliyah Meinert as she brings it across the timeline. Switch back to Sexton. And the 2-3 zone implemented for Mattawan with 34 seconds to go. Up top, Martin's on Sexton. Kick it to Ford. McKenzie dribbles against Yasmin Peerby. Inside the runner for Sexton on the feed off the mark. Second chance, no good. And Yasmin down with the rebound. 15 seconds to go, dribbles down the right side. It's poked out from behind of her in the front court, out of bounds off of Gull Lake. And Peyton Wright was on the baseline. Now Delaney Elsmore will trigger the inbounds. Chad Conklin wants another timeout. 13 seconds to go, third quarter. He doesn't like something that he sees, wants to reset something. He was trying to get some substitutions in as well. So he will take a 30-second timeout, and we'll take this opportunity to look ahead at the Mattawan schedule. The boys will be here tomorrow night, against Gull Lake. Coming in 11-7 are the Blue Devils. They're on a 2-game losing streak, and Mattawan boys' 4-game winning streak was snapped on Tuesday by Buchanan, 73-62 that final. And so Josh Brown's squad will come in their last regular season home game hungry for a win over Gull Lake. We'll have that for you tomorrow night right here on the Mattawan Wildcats Network. Out of the timeout, inbounds to Yasmin Peerby, top of the right wing. Peyton Wright got a feed down to Delaney Elsmore. Now a run out the other way as the shot was blocked. Up and in by Sexton as time expires. At the buzzer, Abby Sexton with the layup, and that is the end of the third quarter. After 3 quarters of play, our score, Mattawan 26, Gull Lake 17. The final frame after this on the Mattawan Wildcats Network.
One misstep on an icy sidewalk and ouch! If your credit card debt is on the same trajectory, stop your slide today. Transfer high-interest credit card balances to 0% APR for 12 months with Honor Credit Union. There's 0 balance transfer fees, and you have the option to start earning 2% cash back on all new purchases. Stop the slide into debt today at honorcu.com.
Subject to credit approval. See honorcu.com or call 800-442-2800 for details. Limited time offer. Insured by NCUA.
You put a lot of thought into your kitchen and bath, so at Hannibal Kitchen, Bath, Window, and Door, they put a lot of care into making it just right. They've been doing it that way for over 50 years. It's names like Craftsmade, the #1 name in cabinetry that provides unmatched quality every step of the way. At Hannibal, they think quality should come standard. It's why they include a host of sought-after features at no extra cost. From traditional to contemporary, from new construction to renovation. Trust Craftsmade and the experts at Hannibal Kitchen, Bath, Window, and Door, 9th Street off M43, Kalamazoo.
Gull Lake with the basketball as we start quarter number 4 from Troy Wright Memorial Gymnasium. The Blue Devils with 10 points in the third quarter, their highest scoring quarter tonight, and cut a 22-7 lead down to 26-17 as we head into quarter number 4. Carolyn Binder with you. Zaya Martin flying all over the court as Mackenzie Ford trying to pass it anywhere that Zaya Martin is not. She puts her hands down on her knees after that, almost running a marathon between the circles on defense, and it paid off as Gull Lake lost it out of bounds without getting a shot off. And we are underway, the final frame of the final regular season game from Troy Wright Memorial Gymnasium, 26-17. Wildcats lead it by 9, just underway. Delaney Elsmore playing between the circles with Wright, went left corner to Martin, back to Elsmore, and splashes a 3. Delaney has not scored a lot of points tonight. Just a free throw, and her first field goal from long range makes it a 12-point lead for the Wildcats, 29-17. Back the other way, here come the Blue Devils, suffocated at the free throw line, left Gabby Sexton open, unable to hit the long range jumper, and Delaney Elsmore down with the rebound. 6.5 to go in the game, a 12-point lead for the Wildcats off of a 3-point basket for Delaney Elsmore. Julia Mosier was stripped at the free throw line. Sexton on the drive draws the foul. They tag Delaney Elsmore with her first, team second. Teams are even at 2 apiece in fouls this half. And Abby Sexton to the free throw line, rattles the first one home. Her first field goal tonight was a 3-point basket. And that came in the third quarter, so she maybe empathizes that way with Delaney Elsmore. As Sexton hits both the free throws, make it a 10-point lead at 29-19. This season, Gull Lake averaging 38.2 points per game, as Delaney, top of the key, gives right wing to Peyton Wright. Thought about a long-range jumper, took a step inside, and then had it poked out of her hands. It's off of Gull Lake. So Mattawan has it with 6:08 to go in the game, and a 10-point lead for the Wildcats. Elsmore, long trigger from the baseline, top of the key to Peyton Wright. Peyton dribbles there and will leave it between the circles for Elsmore. Elsmore left corner to Zaya Martin. She holds it there and kicks it cross court to Peyton. Wright dribbles to the baseline, drew some contact, no foul, and a run out for Gull Lake. Nice defensive recovery by Delaney Elsmore. Nearly saved it from out of bounds, but official down there right in front of the play says she had her foot and her toe just across that line. So it'll stay with Gull Lake, but key to that was the defensive recovery to deny the easy transition opportunity for Gull Lake. Blue Devils trigger from their own baseline. 5:37 to go, a 10-point lead for Mattawan, as Abby Sexton has it right wing, dribbles around the perimeter and draws contact on Lilia Aviles. Aviles with her second. She's another agitator. She doesn't necessarily score bunches of points for you, but she's quick and sneaky, and her smaller stature kind of lends itself to having some quick defensive hands. And on the inbounds, we'll get a turnover. A little too close on the near sideline after receiving the pass with Sexton, and out of bounds off of Gull Lake. Mattawan has the basketball and a 10-point lead. Addie Douglas, rare that she's feeding down in the low block, but she did to Yasmin Peerby, missed the layup, and leads to a run out for Gull Lake. We'll get a foul on top of it. Count the basket for Alex French. Her first field goal of the afternoon. The evening, I should say. And Alex going to the free throw line to complete the three-point play. Hits it off the heel, the third foul for Addie Douglas. So we'll put Addie on foul watch as Elsmore feeds to Aviles, wide open in the left corner. Missed everything on that. Another run out for Gull Lake on the rebound. Mackenzie Ford with the lay-in. And 4 quick points makes it a 6-point game. Mattawan got to find some points on this possession. 4:42 to go. Aviles trying to feed Douglas down on the low block. And another run out. Left the layup short, did Lauren Jerk. Collision in the lane on the rebound between Ford and Yasmin Peerby. But Peyton Wright tagged for her first on the reach-in before the collision happened. Both players up under their own power. Good to see that. Actually, they called the foul, but they actually called it on Gull Lake, so it's a Gull Lake foul. Mackenzie Ford with her first, reset that on the scoreboard, and Mattawan brings it into the front court. So extra possession here for the Wildcats. Peyton Wright was holding it in the right corner, trapped there. She had to heave it over her head, and luckily Delaney Elsmore there to retrieve it at the timeline. Wildcats reset, under 4 to go. Peerby around top of the key. Swing it to Harmon. Missed the long-range shot, but Addie Douglas back to what she did in the first quarter. The scoop and score on the offensive board for the senior. Quick answer back the other way. It was 31-23. Lauren Jerk with a lay-in of her own makes it 31-25. Full court pressure back on for Gull Lake as they're trying to get some extra possessions down the stretch. 3:22 to go. Try to feed it in the lane to Douglas. Ball momentarily poked away in the front court for Mattawan. Bodies hit the deck. And tie ball possession to Mattawan. 6-point lead with 3:20 to go. Mattawan led by as many as 15 early in this one. Sneaky inbounds play between Elsmore and Douglas able to handle the inbounds pass and somehow got a floater to go on the inbounds play. It's an 8-point lead now with 3 minutes to go. We've got a good one from Troy Wright Memorial Gymnasium. Carolyn Binder, glad you're with us on senior night. Celebrate the seniors, and senior Addie Douglas doing her job down on that low block. Missed the put back on the miss by Yasmin Peerby. Collected her own miss. Couldn't get the layup to go, and a tie ball will go to Gull Lake. But full credit to Addie Douglas, who has just been doing work down on the low block, mostly tonight against Lila Smith and Lauren Jerk. Got a couple of blocks to go with 12 points. And so 2 nights in double figures this week for Douglas. Gull Lake into the front court. Got a feed down the left side for Thompson. And then she thought about a pass just a beat too long, took a step before she could do anything with the basketball. And another turnover for Gull Lake. Those become magnified as Gull Lake has cut into a double-digit lead that Mattawan's held for most of the half, and then a brain blip on the inbounds for Yasmin Peerby. So turnover on the inbounds play for Mattawan. It's Gull Lake basketball in their front court, stolen away immediately, so full court pressure applied on that inbounds play off the turnover for Yasmin Peerby, and Mattawan has it right back. Long range fired by Harmon. That's off the mark. Rebound collected for Gull Lake. 2:08 to go. And an 8-point lead for Mattawan, 33-25. Sexton feed right side to Ford. She drives on Peerby and Douglas. I think Douglas is going to have her 4th. Yeah, it is going to be number 4 on Addie. And an 8-point lead could shrink to 6 if both of these free throws are made. The first by Ford is missed. But down the stretch, 4 fouls on Addie Douglas. She's been very aggressive for good reason tonight, and it's paid off as Ford gets the second one to fall off the heel and in. So 1 for 2, a 7-point game, and nearly stolen away in the backcourt, collected by Douglas. She was bringing it across, and it's poked the rest of the way out of bounds by Gull Lake. Addie Douglas playing with 4 fouls with 1:53 to go. That would be a huge hole down in the post for Chad Conklin's team. But Delaney gets the inbounds into Yasmin Peerby, tied up immediately as she received the pass. Jump ball possession arrow to the Wildcats. 1:51 to go. This time going to Douglas, and that's immediately poked out of bounds. Kelsey Adamski's team staying aggressive. Only 3 fouls on Gull Lake, 5 on Mattawan in this half. So Gull Lake nowhere near the trouble of putting Mattawan in the bonus, and a pickoff run out nearly made by Mackenzie Ford. That ball hung up on the rim for what seemed like an eternity. Peyton Wright tagged with her second. And Mackenzie Ford heads back to the free throw line. She split her last trip. First one's up and nothing but net. Takes 3 aggressive dribbles, quick pause, fires shot number 2, makes them both this time. She's got 3 points from the free throw line. It's back to a 5-point lead now for Mattawan. This is as close as it got earlier in the quarter, and a reach in coming on Ford. And I think they may call it off. There's going to be some discussion because a timeout was called by Chad Conklin, but a reach-in foul was in progress at that time. So we will step aside, reset. Late fourth quarter, the Wildcats have a 5-point lead, 33-28. We'll be back after this on the Mattawan Wildcats Network.
One misstep on an icy sidewalk and ouch! If your credit card debt is on the same trajectory, stop your slide today. Transfer high-interest credit card balances to 0% APR for 12 months with Honor Credit Union. There's 0 balance transfer fees, and you have the option to start earning 2% cash back on all new purchases. Stop the slide into debt today at honorcu.com.
Subject to credit approval. See honorcu.com or call 800-442-2800 for details. Limited time offer. Insured by NCUA.
Carolyn Binder back with you from Troy Wright Memorial Gymnasium. We're headed down the stretch here in the fourth quarter, and Gull Lake has made it interesting, cutting into a hefty double-digit lead for Mattawan. Wildcats have held that double-digit lead a majority of the night, and with 1:31 left in this one from Troy Wright Memorial Gymnasium, we stand at a 5-point lead for the Wildcats, 33-28. They called the foul off because they said the timeout was called before the reach-in occurs. So that's the official call on that one, and credit to the officiating crew for talking that one through during the timeout. And Peyton Wright harassed at the timeline, swing it around left side. Got it to Harmon right in front of the student section. And tag a foul on Mackenzie Ford, her second, team's 4th. 6 fouls on Mattawan, 4 on Gull Lake. So presumably Gull Lake may be in the bonus, although they're playing immediate foul on the inbounds. Delaney was tagged there by Abby Sexton, just her first. Big story from Mattawan. Addie Douglas out on the floor with 4 personal fouls, 1:10 to go. Fight for the ball on the inbounds. Picked up by Peerby and immediately timeout called. So timeout Chad Conklin. We'll keep it here with 1:08 to go. 33-28, a 5-point lead for Mattawan. These two teams accustomed to nail-biters down the stretch back in January on the 20th over at Gull Lake. Mattawan escaped with a 40-39 victory then, and trying to make it 2 in a row heading into postseason play. Mattawan has won their last 2. A 9-point victory over Lakeshore on the road back on the 21st, and an 8-point victory here at home over Buchanan on Tuesday. Mattawan sits right smack dab in the SMAC West at 4-4. They're 9-8 on the season. And looking ahead to a District 13 matchup with Portage Northern, we'll have that for you on Monday the 28th, that being played at St. Joe. We'll set up that matchup in our post-game coverage coming up after the final 108 here from Troy Wright Memorial Gymnasium. Buckle up. This is going to be a good finish. Peyton Wright tight ropes the sideline into Amy Harmon. Bodies hit the deck, ball picked up by Douglas. And swarming defense, it was more zone focus for Gull Lake. They've switched to man, and they've applied backcourt pressure throughout this game. Wright reached in on Aaliyah Minert, so Minert with her third and an immediate foul on the inbounds. Now Gull Lake up to 7 fouls. And Minert with her 4th. And now with the 7th, they do put the bonus up. And Delaney Elsmore heading to the free throw line for very important free throws. 5 points, technically 2 possessions, but Gull Lake has shown that their offense is awake, particularly in transition. So the front end, very important, and Delaney hits the first. She split a trip to the free throw line back in the second frame for her only point tonight before a long ball in the fourth quarter. Split the trip this time, got her own rebound, and is fouled there by Abby Sexton near the timeline. Sexton with her second, team's 8th, so minutes ago I talked about how Mattawan was leading Gull Lake in that category and quickly becoming an 8-6 fouls edge for Gull Lake. Delaney missed the free throw, back the other way, runner across the heel for Ford, foul on the rebound. 41 seconds to go. Ball was batted around, out of bounds, they say, off of Mattawan. 34-28, 41 seconds to go. Sexton triggers from her baseline. Heave up top on the left side. This is Ford. She's come up big with some shots in this quarter. A 3-point try over everything and into the hands of Yasmin Pierby. She's going to be fouled by Alex French. And the senior Pierby heading to the free throw line with 27.5 seconds to go. French with just her first. Team's 9th. And Gull Lake made it interesting down the stretch, but free throws here for Pierby could put this out of reach. Still the 1-and-1, missed it off the heel. So Sexton with the rebound, still a chance here for Gull Lake. They got to get a quick bucket. Pierby guards Minert as she runs the floater down the baseline. Missed it short. Elsmore across the timeline, expecting immediate contact. Eventually up there, the trap for Ford and Jerk. Lauren with her first, team's 10th. And so 2 free throws for the sophomore guard, Delaney Elsmore. And she's been circled on the roster as the next leader, although she has led this team in many ways as a sophomore with the 4 outgoing seniors. She has been circled as the up-and-coming leader. Hits both of them with ice in her veins there. 10 seconds to go and an 8-point lead on senior nights. The senior's going to get out of here with the win. The runner short. Down with it is Harmon. Call off the fouls, and that's the